Good morning. If you want to play a martial artist in a game really bad and you sit down to play and you get into that first combat and after a couple of minutes you realize I've made a huge mistake. You know, don't get me wrong, it's not all boring. Sometimes you can punch someone a couple times, a bunch of unarmed strikes, but really the whole time you're trying to just compete with a melee character, you're trying to be as cool as somebody with a sword. Well, that's not really the point. Well, in Invictus, we took a different approach. We said, what is it that we want to do? We want to be a martial artist that has control. That's our theme. So the first attack you learn is called control weapon. And what this really means is control the weapon arm. So you grab a hold of your opponent, and as long as you succeed in your attack, you have a hold of their weapon arm. And they can no longer use it. They can't attack you. They can't attack someone else. On their turn, they can try to break out, but otherwise you've disabled it. Does that sound powerful? I think so, but compared to something like Fireball, right? It is powerful, but it's not game breaking. So why do you want to control their weapon arm? Well, primarily so they can't attack you. What can you do once you control their weapon arm? Well, you can try to throw the person, you can try to disarm them, you can try to steal their weapon, you can try to disable the limb, break the arm. Right? These are all things that we allow you to do in Invictus. And they all have roles associated with them, and you have to spend your action economy on them. What does that look like? Well, you get 5 action points in your turn, and controlling someone's weapon costs 2. So it leaves you additional options thereafter. It does cost you 1 of your action points to maintain that control every turn. There are other things you can do. You can convert control weapon into what we call control person. And this is where you've got a hold of the weapon arm, and now you kind of bend it behind their back, and you're now making that person go where you want. You can make them move. The coolest thing we have, though, is called meat shield. When you've got someone under a control effect, you can try to use their body to block other attacks coming at you. And this has 2 main features. The first one is it stops you from getting hit. And the second one is it applies damage to that target. So you can grab a goblin, spin him around, and use him to block another goblin. This is a lot of fun, and it causes people to just chuckle and laugh because they feel like this is so much fun. What else can you do? Well, you can grab that goblin and slam him into other goblins, causing damage to both of them. So in our system, the Exarch really has this battlefield control in a way that I haven't seen elsewhere, and you feel awesome. And you're on par now with other characters. If you like what we're doing with the Exarch and you want to learn more about a martial artist, head over to the Discord channel where we'll have the pre-made characters for Exarch so you can see more of their abilities and how they work, posted probably in the next week or so. Goodbye for now.